tone, and also the rephrase function is so cool because, as I said here, as I said earlier, it's like it's like this physical manifestation of thinking about a thought differently, like looking at things in a different angle. So,
Explores inventive ways to support individuals with head injuries, or TBI, traumatic brain injuries. One idea involves upcycling Coke bottle bases into lids, inspired by Auntie Tony's approach. Another involves organizing activities or workshops for recovery training, possibly during weekend events. Collecting bottle tops as part of a fundraising initiative to secure wheelchairs is also suggested, along with reaching out to sponsors like Archie Tony and exploring collaborations with local businesses for coffee, food, or event contributions. Reflections and technology. The speaker intertwines personal insights with their fundraising brainstorming. They reflect on their sleep patterns, feelings of discouragement brought on by overthinking, playfully coined as metacognition, and challenges with a recent nervous breakdown, now viewed as a disruption of the nervous system. Inspired by South African artist Tasha Baxter's journey with bipolar disorder, the speaker describes how conversations with Bianca and using Microsoft Copilot have provided clarity.
very much.
They recognize Copilot's ability to help structure and refine their thoughts, emphasizing its role as a translator for human input rather than a replacement for human insight.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, can we try rephrase it again? Because I find what you...
Yeah, so this is what I said. I said, cool, can we rephrase it again? Because I find that basically what it's doing is manifesting and just making it real. Like, wow, like physically actually doing it. Like, as I was saying, I'm physically, I'll let her say it for herself. Okay, so this was me, this is my voice.
You're doing is emulating the simulate.
Oh, there we go.
Simulating the manifesting, looking at things from a different angle, flexed biceps person raising both hands in celebration, clapping hands sign and correction. My slang term is just metacognition. When destructive overthinking, there is no second cogging.
Okay, so I'll read this because I disrupted, so it was quite unfair. I said, cool, can we try rephrase it again? And basically what I'm saying is re-summarize it. Well, summarize it from a different angle. That's providing a whole context. So what I did was, just to repeat myself again, because I'm jumping all over the place here. What I do is I record myself talking. It's almost like a journal, but it saves, like journaling, but it saves paper. So you record your thoughts, and then I summarize my thoughts, and that's how I use Copilot, like a Babel fish. So it translates. It's like me stepping out of myself and observing myself like I want to understand myself. So basically, I feel like people don't really understand me when I talk because I repeat myself, but I say the same thing, but only slightly differently, and that's because I'm trying to present an array of options whereby there's different ways of looking at how I've explained things. So basically, a famous example, I literally spent 2 minutes talking about something, and it equivalent of a transcription was like a 4-page written essay. And the beauty of Copilot was it just took what I said, basically spotted the patterns of repetition and extracted that, and then gave me a 1 page, maybe even a single paragraph of basically saying, this is what you were trying to say. And I rephrased my statement or premise where I thought, okay, well, I'm looking at Copilot as this amazingly helpful thing. And it is a very, very helpful thing, but I was thinking of it externally. I was thinking of it outside myself, like as this amazing force. But actually, when speaking to Bianca Berger from Headway, yesterday. She gave me some very good perspective. Really, and what she said blew me away. It's this the AI is basically just repackaging what I've said, and that is absolutely true, to the T. Basically, I'm saying the whole alphabet, and it's repackaged. It's basically saying, okay, you've said a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of it is the same thing. So here are the different versions of the same thing, and that means it's summing it up into basically one sentence. So, what's a good way of it's like playing a game of 30 seconds. It's yeah, it's like lateral thinking but in reverse. So it's like I'm basically saying, see, color is too good an example to use, but it's an obvious example. Um, well, okay, so then we'll use this. So it's the name, it's a word, but it's very hard to rhyme with. Um, it's the name of a fruit, but it's a color as well. Lozenge is a rhyming word. Basically, that was me. That's been me the whole time, and I've given four, maybe three different versions of the same word, which is orange. So basically, Copilot basically said to me, "You just need to say orange, man, dude. You just need to calm down. People will understand what you're saying. Just say orange." So I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool," because it teaches me by having a conversation with my own mind. That's how I'm looking at it, really, because the only person who truly understands me is myself. So I'm actually having a conversation with myself through Copilot. So that's pretty cool. So now, the way I'm looking at it from what Bianca said is, sorry, I've just undone this. It's facilitating me. It's only helping. It's helping, and I think it's a really great tool because it is a tool. And what I think is really great about Copilot, or just AI in general. Like, for me, Copilot is the most responsible version of AI compared to ChatGPT. Well, it scared the crap out of me when I first saw it, ChatGPT. But I'm talking about Copilot, and I really believe it's going to help us to focus, because right now there's all the static, all this like news, bad news coming at us from all directions. Attention-seeking notifications trying to steal your attention, and Copilot's your friend saying, just calm down. Like, this is the important stuff. Okay, it's it's saying, okay, look, you see this TV static? Well, there's a color there, and that color is orange, and that just happens to be a fruit. It's making sense of all the noise. That's what I think AI is going to help us do. It's not going to replace humans. It's a translator. It's a translator. It's the Babel fish from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's just like, I mean, I've just seen now on the Copilot website on Read Aloud, you can read it in any language, which is amazing. So, without further ado, here is the summary of the think deeper layer. Okay, so now let's continue.
Vice summary. Fundraising and innovative solutions. The speaker shares imaginative ideas to support those with head injuries, or TBI, traumatic brain injuries. Among them, Coke bottle lids. Transforming the base of Coke bottles into functional lids, inspired by Auntie Tony's creative methods. Bottle tops for wheelchairs. Organizing a bottle top collection initiative to exchange for wheelchairs. Workshops and events. Designing recovery-oriented activities and training sessions for TBI patients, including weekend events. Community partnerships. Reaching out to local contacts and businesses to secure event sponsorships, such as food and coffee contributions.
So, sorry, just to interrupt there quickly. Workshop and events. I'm planning on tracking down looms because I find looming is a very good skill to teach the TBI people, my fellow TBIs, and it's good for muscle memory and it's good for coordination. And I really have a vested interest in getting TBIs into the workforce. I feel for me, this is my theory, my view actually, because I am a TBI. I'm a Glasgow 3 of 15, and I've been overlooked. I'm struggling to get employment. But the thing is, in this country, well, I don't know about the rest of the world. I haven't been overseas. I don't care to. The mentally disabled, what we call, TBI, um, people with traumatic brain injuries. I can speak for them. I don't know about strokes or um, I'm not sure about autistic people. That's an interesting thing to look into. Is an untapped source workforce. So having a loom to make beanies, I love doing that, and then that's also a way to fundraise because then it's made by TBI people, and that gets sold as products, and it's quite a cool thing to teach. Sorry, and then partnerships. I know, yeah, okay. So that's one thing we can look at. This is me talking. Basically, I'm using the A9 the recording and transcription feature like my own secretary. So instead of wasting paper and ink, because I have a diary, but like it's getting full. It's getting full of notes that should be for. This is from my mental breakdown. Um, it's you know so it saves space on the diary that should be for personal thoughts, or just work related stuff. Anyway, getting back to
Contributions. Personal reflections and technology's role. Alongside brainstorming, the speaker reflects on their personal journey. They describe grappling with sleep challenges and countering discouragement caused by destructive overthinking, playfully named metacognition. A recent nervous breakdown spurred deeper self-awareness. Conversations with Bianca offered valuable insight, reframing the event as an issue involving the nervous system. The speaker highlights the empowering role of Microsoft Copilot as a thought partner, helping them organize their ideas and articulate them effectively. They view Copilot as a translator that clarifies human input without replacing the individual's contribution. Voice transcription proposal. The speaker emphasizes the importance of integrating voice transcription features into Microsoft tools. Such a feature would preserve the user's context and original ideas, ensuring clarity and continuity. Your feedback inspires continuous improvement. I'll be sure to share your excellent suggestion regarding voice transcription with the relevant team. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to add or revise. Flexed biceps, clapping hands.
yeah.
Edit this response.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, makes total sense. It's about boiling down your thoughts to clearer forms, right? I'm here to help you identify patterns in what you're expressing and make it easier for you to understand yourself. Sounds like Bianca has helped you refine this view. How are you feeling about this new perspective?
Okay, well, it did. Oh, cool. Yay! Yay! Cool.